Welcome back, sports fans. I am Brittany McLean, and I'm joined as always by my lovely colleague, Jessie Campagato. Jessie is the writer of The Buzzer, which is CBC Sports' daily newsletter that keeps you up to date with everything you need to know in the world of sports, and we're going to break down what you need to know going into the weekend. And let's start with men's best on best hockey. It was so exciting to watch the Canadians start off. I mean, McDavid, McKinnon, and Crosby on the same line. Let's go there. What are we most looking forward to this weekend when it comes to hockey?
Yeah, Brett, I would say men's best on best hockey is so back because that game was fantastic. So we got 3 beautiful assists by Sidney Crosby, including that nice little drop back pass to Mitch Marner for the OT winner. Canada came out with the 4-3 overtime win over Sweden. The crowd in Montreal was great. The intensity on the ice was great. It was everything you can ask for from an opening game. So just to zoom out a bit for those who maybe need a quick refresher on the Four Nations. So this is the mini tournament between Canada, the United States, Sweden, and Finland. That's going to serve as sort of an appetizer for NHL players' return to the Olympics next year. So NHL players missed the Olympics in 2018 and 22. And the last World Cup was way back in 2016. So it's been a really long time since we got a really good men's best on best hockey tournament. So the format is short and sweet. All the teams are playing each other once, and then the 2 best teams are going to meet for the championship next Thursday night in Boston. So the big game for Canada, it's coming up on Saturday night in Montreal against the United States. So these are the 2 best teams in the world. They're obviously the 2 favorites to win the Four Nations. And a lot of people are even saying that the US might have the better roster this time. So we'll see about that. Canada looked pretty good in its opener. And then we also have that sort of added layer of tension with all the trade war stuff that's happening. That's just going to add a whole other element to, I think, the intensity we're going to see on the ice. So I am very excited for that game Saturday night.
And hearing that opening performance of a boo to Austin Matthews when he's announced as the captain of Team USA, that was kind of a reminder that nobody in Montreal in terms of fans came to play. Okay, speaking of the ice, we're going to move over to another Olympic sport on the ice, short track speed skating. They have their final stop of the World Tour. Canadians have been phenomenal so far. Who are we most looking forward to watching compete this weekend, Jessie?
Yeah, so it's the final stop of the World Tour, as you said, and it's in Milan, Italy, which is going to host the Olympics next year. So the guy to watch for Canada, we've been talking about him a lot on the show this season. It's Will Danjanu. So he's got a huge lead in the men's overall standings, and he's also the leader in the men's 1500. So we're going to see if he can wrap up those 2 titles. Now, he's been great all year. He's won 7 individual gold medals, which leads the tour, but he is coming off a bit of a weird weekend. So last weekend, he won the 1500, so started off well, but then in his other 2 individual races, he got DQ'd for dangerous pass attempts that caused other skaters to crash. So we're going to see if he can bounce back from that and finish the World Tour season strong. The other guy to watch is Steven Dubois. So he's 3rd in the men's overall, and he's leading the men's 500. So hopefully he can wrap up that title, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, great stuff. And I mean, that is going to be one of those sports we need to keep an eye on. Those ice maples, Canadian ice maples, that's their name at the World Tour. They're going to be ones to watch. They have a chance to lock up the whole overall title. So more to come there, but we also have a weekend of curling. So maybe, Jessie, you can tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, so the Scotties Tournament of Hearts is getting started on Friday night in Thunder Bay, Ontario. And defending champion Rachel Homan is going for her 5th Scotties title. So if she gets that, she'll be only 1 behind the all-time record, which is held by Colleen Jones and Jennifer Jones, who's actually now coaching Homan's team. So that's a fun little subplot for everybody to keep an eye on at the Scotties.
Great stuff. Well, if you are snowed in somewhere, wherever this may find you, there are lots of sports to tune into this weekend. So the speed skating short track World Tour will be Saturday and Sunday at 8 a.m. Eastern. Freestyle skiing have a home event. That's the half pipe. It'll be in Calgary starting Saturday at 9 p.m. And then the return or continuation of Alpine Ski World Championships continues through early mornings every day of the weekend. If you're not already subscribed to Jesse's newsletter, make sure you search the buzzer CBC, put in your email, and you'll be signed up, and you'll get it in your inbox every single weekday. More to come from us as always, but thanks for your time, Jesse.
Yeah, thanks, Brett. Have a great weekend.
You too.